Hello everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. I hope you all had an amazing Shavuos holiday. And this week's parsha, Parshas Naso. So the end of the parsha tells us about the Nasim, the different tribal leaders who all wanted to bring their own personal sacrifices towards Hashem in the dedication ceremony of the Mizbeach, of the altar. And also they wanted to show their thanks to Hashem for accepting the wagons and the oxen that they had offers to allow the Levites to be able to transport the tabernacle. Now, the Torah tells us that each of the tribal leaders each brought the exact same gift towards Hashem, the exact same offering. And initially they all wanted to bring on the same day, but Hashem wanted the celebration to continue, and so therefore they each, one day at a time, each Nasi, each tribal leader brought their offering. And the Torah tells us, our commentators tell us, that the one that was brought on the second day, which was brought by the Nesanel ben Tzuar of the tribe of Yisachar, he is actually given a little bit more praise for his offering that he brought, even though he brought the exact same one as the prior days from the tribe of Yehuda. And so the question is, why is he given a little bit more credit? Now, human reaction sometimes is to try to go above and beyond something else that somebody else had done. For example, let's say you go to synagogue and there's a bar mitzvah that week, and the person who's making the bar mitzvah, he gives cake, he gives some fish for people to eat, some crackers, a few things, and everybody says, wow, it was a beautiful bar mitzvah. Now, there's somebody present at that synagogue that's also making a bar mitzvah the following week. And now he feels himself, hey, I kind of got a one-up over here. I can't just serve the exact same things. People are going to get bored. So he decides not only cake, he's going to get a fancy cake, and it's going to say his son's name on it. It's going to be decorated nicely, and he's going to up the ante with the food, and everybody's going to walk away going, last week's bar mitzvah was nice, but this week's bar mitzvah was even nicer. Now, what's going to happen if that person does that? What's going to happen is that the person the next week who's also making bar mitzvah, he's going to go, hey, wait a minute, the last 2 weeks, those bar mitzvahs are really nice, but I'm going to call in a private decorator. He's going to come. The tables are going to look beautiful. The silverware, the settings, and that's eventually going to cause a snowball effect that the person making his bar mitzvah in 12 weeks from now, he's going to go out of his mind. He's not going to have the money to pay for it. And he's going to feel the pressure to do that because that's what everybody else did. And meanwhile, he's going to have to put himself out without any money. And therefore, the person who makes it the second week, if he can have the wherewithal to think, you know what, if I make mine nicer than the first guys, I'm just going to cause a snowball effect. And I could be causing people that can't really afford to make it, I'm going to be causing them to make a bigger lavish affair that they can't afford. And so therefore, to have such forethought, to have such sensitivity towards other people, even though you really want to bring something nicer, but at the same time, you're really saving somebody else. And that's really what Naso ben Tzuar did. He realized what the first person, Naso ben Aminadab, did. But he specifically said, whatever he brought, I'm going to bring the exact same offering. Because if I don't bring the exact offering, then everybody else is going to try to outdo me. And so therefore, if I reach the same bar as the person who did it yesterday, then everybody else is not going to have a problem following suit. And so therefore, it's certainly a lesson for us to feel towards other people. If we may do something on a certain level of grandeur, what is the next person going to think? And so therefore, we sometimes have to curb our enthusiasm for making such a nice big party, have a sensitivity towards others. Have an amazing, amazing Shabbos. Thank you for listening.